Let's jump right into this explainer. We're going to figure out how to combine all those major self-mastery lessons you already know into one seamless 15-minute daily routine. Look, we all know managing our mindset can sometimes feel, well, kind of overwhelming, right? It's like trying to herd cats while riding a unicycle. There's just so much out there, so many disconnected ideas. But what if we could take the absolute best principles, subconscious programming, stillness, autosuggestion, daily action, and fuse them all together? That's exactly what we're unpacking today.
Because honestly, it's incredibly frustrating when you're just using fragmented mindset tools. You know the drill, a random visualization over here, a quick affirmation over there. Sure, maybe you get some temporary results, but they completely lack structure. Doing that is literally like trying to build a house with just a hammer and absolutely no blueprint. Instead, when you build a true mental master system, you're creating a machine that operates automatically, day in and day out, to generate lasting transformation. Think of your daily time allocation as a perfectly engineered circuit, where every single component gears right into the next. It's a 15-minute system beautifully broken down into 4 equal, interconnected slices: stillness, assumption, autosuggestion, and action. And here's the catch: none of these work effectively in isolation. They are entirely designed to feed directly into one another, completing this powerful, unshakable 15-minute loop. Here's our exact blueprint for today. We'll kick things off with a mindset fragmentation problem, then cruise through our 4 core steps: stillness, assumption, autosuggestion, and action, before wrapping up with a complete 15-minute loop. Let's get into it. Section 1. The mindset fragmentation problem. Let's really look at exactly why those isolated hacks always seem to fail when it comes to long-term change. To actually fix this fragmentation, you've got to align 3 things: your conscious thoughts, your subconscious beliefs, and your physical actions. They have to lock into this specific 4-part loop. Because think about it, when your conscious thoughts are saying one thing, but your subconscious deeply believes another, and your body isn't actually doing anything, well, you're completely fragmented. The real magic only happens when all these elements are perfectly aligned.
All right, moving on to Section 2. Step 1. Stillness, or as I like to call it, the clean slate. We absolutely have to start by quieting the noise before we even think about doing any programming. So before you attempt to program your mind with these huge, massive new goals, you have to hit the reset button. And it only takes 2 minutes. That's it. The barrier to entry here is remarkably low. Just 2 minutes to sit, breathe, and ground yourself. We are not talking about committing to an hour-long silent retreat or anything. You literally just need 120 seconds to settle your nervous system and prepare your mind. This brief period of stillness acts as a physical clearing mechanism. It ensures your brain is an empty canvas, totally ready for the next phase. Think of it kind of like planting a garden. If your soil is completely choked with weeds, which, represent the stress, the anxieties, all those lingering thoughts from yesterday, nothing new can grow. You've got to clear out that subconscious clutter first. Only then can your intentional thoughts actually take root and flourish. Which brings us to Section 3. Step 2. Subconscious assumption, the identity shift. Now it's time to stop wishing for a goal and start claiming a new identity.
Subconscious assumption basically means embodying the exact feeling of the wish fulfilled right now. You stop hoping. You stop looking at your goal as something way off in the distant future. Instead, you mentally put on the clothes of the person who has already crossed the finish line. So if you want to be an author, you don't just sit around hoping to write a book someday. No. You assume the identity of a successful writer right now, sipping your morning coffee, totally satisfied with your finished manuscript.
You have to actively ask yourself, how would I feel right in this exact moment if my target was already achieved? I really want you to think about that. Let it sink in. Would you feel incredibly relieved, proud, unstoppable? Whatever that specific emotion is, your only job in Step 2 is to actively summon it and just sit in that powerful feeling until it feels completely, undeniably real. All right, Section 4. Step 3. Autosuggestion, the emotional repetition. This is where we explore the lock-in mechanism for that new identity. By executing a few very specific actions, you're basically using passion and intention as the fuel to keep this whole engine running. You're going to write down a specific statement defining your new identity, and you'll speak it aloud, morning and night. But, and this is crucial, here is where the real power lies. You must infuse every single word with genuine emotion. You can't just robotically read words off a page like it's a grocery list. You have to truly, deeply feel it in your bones.
And the science behind this is brilliantly simple yet profound. Repetition, when paired with deep feeling, literally rewires your brain's neural pathways. This is the exact formula for subconscious transformation. Look, repetition alone, not enough. Feeling something just once, also not enough. But when you consistently multiply repetition by deep, genuine feeling, you fundamentally alter the physical structure of your brain. You are literally laying down brand new mental highways.
Section 5, Step 4, Identity-Based Action. The physical proof. Let's shift gears from all this internal mind work to creating an undeniable external reality.
Executing a physical habit gives your subconscious the concrete, physical proof it desperately demands. Your mind needs actual evidence to believe this identity shift is really happening. It is not enough to just sit comfortably in an armchair and visualize. You have to step out into the physical world. And remember our magic number here? 2. We aren't talking about a grueling 2-hour workout. We are talking about 2 minutes of action, like lacing up your running shoes or typing out a single paragraph. Just 2 minutes that prove to yourself you are exactly who you say you are.
Because every small, intentional action acts as a vote for the person you're becoming. I love that idea. Your subconscious mind is constantly counting these votes. If you say you're a writer in Step 2, but you never actually cast a physical vote by writing for 2 minutes in Step 4, your brain instantly calls your bluff. You absolutely have to back up the internal work with external action to seal the deal.
Moving to Section 6, the complete 15-minute loop.
Let's pull back for a second and look at this entire beautifully assembled machine.
When you put it all together, the flow is just perfect. Stillness prepares the soil by clearing your mind of yesterday's clutter. Then, subconscious assumption plants the seed of your new identity. Autosuggestion comes in and waters that seed through repetition and motion. And finally, identity-based action actually builds the reality. When you string these 4 practices together into a simple 15-minute daily circuit, your momentum becomes absolutely unstoppable. So I challenge you, run this seamless 15-minute system for the next 7 days. This isn't just theory, guys. When you actively align your conscious mind, your subconscious programming, and your physical body into one unified direction every single morning, the compound interest on your focus and your tangible results will absolutely skyrocket over those 7 days. As we wrap up this explainer, you really have to ask yourself a crucial question. Will you just continue using those same fragmented tricks, or are you ready to build a master system that makes your transformation completely automatic? What kind of operating system do you want running your life tomorrow morning? The choice is entirely yours. Keep this 15-minute structure in mind, apply it, and just watch what happens.